Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome to a brand new series. We're gonna play a bit of Prison Architect. There's been the Psych Ward update that came out a while ago now. It's not very recent and I have never tried it. And so I'm very keen to give that a go. There's also some other stuff that I've also not dealt with before, gangs and stuff like that. So let's get into a new game. We are going to have some fun with this one. Okay, so we will start by doing our new prison, create a new prison over here. I think we're going to stick with a male prison. I haven't done a female prison before. It's something that I will do at some point, but at the moment I'm going to stick with a male prison. I think we're going to do a pretty tough kind of maximum security kind of thing. Okay, so what wardens do we have? The most balanced, the standard one. Then we've got the lobbyist, halves the likelihood of receiving prisoners who are violent, lethal, volatile, deadly, or fighters. We don't necessarily want that. Rita, half the... because we want a dangerous prison. Likelihood of prisoners being stoical or fearless. Prisoners are suppressed twice as quickly. Okay, periwinkle, guard dogs have a 50% chance of fully uncovering any tunnels they detect. Pacifier reduces the overall temperature of a prison, making your inmates less likely to cause trouble. Safara Aknova gets a small cut from the resale value of each piece of contraband found. Prisoners found with contraband will be fined directly from their savings. I think I like that as a bit of a... So we don't want to make it too subdued, but yes, we can get some money from it. That would be good. Hawk Hartman, all guards drop staff keys left off and guard stamina replenishes on intake. Dr. Slugworth, psychiatrist treatment are 20% more positive. The chances of receiving a psychopathic, criminally insane inmates is higher. Dr. Hudson, emergency services work 20% faster and arrive earlier. Costs for repairs are reduced by 10%. I think I'm going to go with a Safara Aknova, so that we can get some more money. Choose your own guard dog. This is pretty cool. Now we can choose what they are. So we can have cool fluffy stuff. We can have cats. I think I'm going to go with these guys. The dire wolf, who would even try to escape. Yes, so that's the plan for us. I've never played warden mode. Something that would be cool to try in the future. I'm not going to do it now. We're going to do a nice big one. Come on. Is there even bigger? No, I can just move it. A large one. I'm going to switch off Fog of War because whether we've got guards there or not, at least we can see the action. Not a jungle plot, a snowbound plot, a desert plot, a lunar plot. We want forests because we can make some money off of that. I don't want the lakes. They seem to be a bit experimental at the moment, so we'll not do that. I'm not going to generate any buildings. We want to do our own thing. An extra challenge, you will be sacked and it will be game over if you let things get too bad. Riots, bankruptcies, too many deaths or escapes. Well, let's do that. Gangs, some prisoners will alive with gang allegiances and will attack rival gang members on site. Extra challenges. Okay, well, let's do gangs. Criminally insane inmates. Deal with inmates who are constantly feeling suppressed, require new padded cells and psychiatric help to reduce their privacy, comfort, safety and freedom needs before they ignite. Turning this setting on will also allow some regular inmates to be driven insane in your prison if their needs are not catered for. Inmates turning criminally insane can be turned off in map settings. Okay, that's fine. Events causes events to occur during the game to keep you on your toes. Adds extra challenge, add elements of unpredictability. We will do that also. I'm not going to play with any of the mutators because I think we're going to just try and figure out the criminally insane and gangs and event stuff all together. Okay, let's and we've got Rita in place and we've got the dire wolf. Okay, let's go. Okay, I am going to pause the game. Oh, I can pause it. Yeah, so that's our map. We can obviously expand it a little bit later. First things first, there's not a lot of trees here, but I do want my guys to maybe cut down the trees a bit. So let's quickly grab rooms. We'll get our export here. Exports. I'm just gonna plop that on the other side here. A little, maybe a little something like that. Some exports over there so that we can get that sorted. We're gonna go with objects and we're gonna start dismantling objects. So I'm just gonna get rid of the trees and then we're gonna start our planning. Okay, I'll come back once I've clicked all of these. Okay, I'm back. I've clicked them all, so we will slowly get to work on these guys. We'll get the workers to come and sort that out. A quick thing, I just want to stop our intake until we get our stuff sorted. So intake close, please. We don't want to do any intake at the moment. Thank you. And then we'll see how we do the intake once we've started our planning and set up. I'm gonna get that going. I'm gonna grab a couple more workmen, at least 2 more workmen. And you might ask the question, well, why am I dismantling all the trees? Why did I generate forests if I'm then just only dismantling all the trees? Well, it's because you can get a little bit of money from it. That's why I'm doing it. Okay, so let's get, I just want to expand our our delivery section a little bit. It gets small very quickly, so I'll just add a little bit more to the deliveries over there. Okay, now let's get our planning going on. A few things. I'm going to grab a bit of an external wall that I'm just going to run all the way there. Something like that, for instance. Then I'm going to bring that wall in a little bit. Let's say like 11 meters. Then here we will have our gate, and we will do external wall back over there. We're going to do a similar thing on this side all the way till there. We're going to do that. We're going to do 11 up to there. Then we're going to have our gate, and we go over there, and then we'll run this. This is going to be the external wall. We're going to have a number of walls, and this, yeah, so for this episode will be predominantly planning. We might start the construction, but it'll predominantly be planning. Okay, now with that in mind, I kind of want us to run this thing here, and let's just quickly see. So what is this now? That's 10. That might not be enough. They can throw 10. So you need a bit of a perimeter. You need a bit of a perimeter if you are intending on keeping the thrown stuff out. So we'll do something. Is that just one? Something like that as our our next wall, our first internal. Yeah, up to about 12 there. 12, right? So it's going to be 11. Yeah, so we'll do this. So 12 down this way, and I'll show you what I'm intending to do. It's not going to be a big box shape. Well, it's going to be a big box shape, but I'm going to do some more interesting things internally. That's going to be the plan. Up to around 12. Wow, that's pretty good. My estimates here are pretty good. Hopefully, as you see, we're starting to make a little bit of money from the exports. Okay, so that is kind of, well, that's going to work. I'm going to run, maybe I'm going to do it about 12 in here as well. So that's going to be our internal perimeter there, and so let's open that up, and we will open this section up over here. So this is going to be the main prison perimeter. Well, that's the main perimeter on the outside. That's our kind of our security fence. Okay, with the buffer zone. This is going to be our internal wall, and it's going to be a double wall because this will be a maximum security. So there's going to be a 2 wide a little walkway in between, so even if they did want to throw something over, it'll only be in there. And I'm pretty keen on using this section as a bit of a patrol zone for the dogs. Okay, so that's kind of the idea there. Yes, very big and blocky. But what I wanted to do is over here, I will trim that back a little bit. Over here, pretty central, I want to actually, so here we will actually have a bit of a building. So I'm going to start it on that fence there. Well, it can do that, okay. And it's kind of going to be, what's the center? Let's quickly determine what the center of this is. So what is our open space here? And of course we cannot see the number. That's not good. It's up there, but I can't see. I can't read that. How would we know? How would we know? Well, we'll have to just do it in chunks then. So what is this? Chunks of 40. 40. Okay. Come on. What's that? 40 and 40, and what do we have left? 46. So 46. So we've got a 23. No. Well, 46. So we've got 126. 126 divided by 2 gives you 63. Okay, so let's do that. Let's sort ourselves out with the 63 to get, and maybe we do 60, and we do 3 wide. Okay, let's do that. Let's give ourselves 60 over there, a 3 wide central corridor, and then this should be 62, right? Oh no, 63 is the midpoint. Oh, okay, hang on. So we can do, so let's do 62 and 62 then. Sorry about that. Gives me a little bit of a 62 and 62, and that gives us, ooh, that's going to be a little tight. Well, let's do that. 61 and 61 gives us a 3 wide corridor right central. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. I'll show you what I want to split the prison into quadrants. That's basically the intent here. Is the prison will be split into quadrants, okay? Okay, something like that, and this will kind of be the staff corridor. As long as that outside piece will be the staff corridor too. Okay, now we want a little bit. Okay, so our walls and stuff will be over there. How much is this? 14 and 21. Maybe only 10 and 21 is what we're 10. Something like that. 18. And we'll do another one like that. Okay, and this will be our gates, and there'll be gates over there, but I'm kind of tempted that this entire section, well, maybe this section, so let's meet those up over there, and then this entire section here should be, yes. Oh no, did I extend it? What am I looking at here? 10. Okay, so I basically screwed up over there. Ooh. Ah, that's what I did. Excellent. There we go. So that's going to be the basis of our prison. This is going to be the access point. Our reception and stuff like that will be in here, and we'll provide access to kind of visitation facilities over here. So let's give it 2 wide. How much is this? Yeah, that's okay. Let's give ourselves a 2 wide over there, so that'll be an internal perimeter, and actually let's do that as a starting point over there. Now we need to put some offices in here, and I'm happy to kind of use this entire thing here. So let's trim back that wall there, because this will be staff component right here. So let's see about sorting this. Come on. Okay, a little something like that. Nice, so this will be, okay, so let's just quickly see. So if we say we'll do a corridor in there, or shall we do we'll have to do a central corridor, right? So something like that will be an office size, right? 1, 2, oh, actually it's a little bit more. And that's a wider one. Okay, so let's trim back and do, oh, come on, and do smaller offices like this. Okay, offices, here we go. How are we doing on trimming down those trees? We are doing well. Okay, so offices. How many offices do we need? Let's quickly check the bureaucracy. Oh, we can't even check it yet. Anyway, we need at least 5, I think. There we go. So that's 6 offices right over there. Then we need a corridor, and we need things like okay, let's do the corridor. We are going to need maybe a guard facility, but maybe we'll need a staff room. So let's do something like a staff room. We'll need a storage room. And why don't we? Am I going 8? 8 by 8. Yeah, I like that. 8 by 8. 8 by 8. That's 8 by 8 as well. So we can continue this down here, and we can have. Okay, so let's just see if I go for objects. I'm quickly seeing. So one of these needs to be utilities. So we'll do that, and we will do. Oh yeah, this one doesn't actually need to have things around it, so we can do that. We could potentially do 2 in here, but maybe we should make that this one a little bit bigger then. So if we're gonna go, this is gonna be our utilities. We're gonna make it a little bit bigger. That's a wall piece, so that's an object piece in there, and the water pump can be over here. Maybe we can add an extra water pump on this side as well if we needed to. That'll be a door. Let's make sure to put a wall in there. Well, let's get rid of the objects and just put a wall in there. So this one's a little bit bigger. That'll be a door in here. Anyway, that's okay. We'll get to walls and stuff like that later. Okay, so there'll be some room for the rest of the stuff. We could actually trim that back a little bit. Okay, what I'm gonna do now, okay, let's continue the planning. And so I'll kind of show you what I'll do with the basic planning. So this area up here will be visitation, and we'll probably double fence that area off there, so we'll see how we do that. But I quickly want to show you the nuts and bolts of what I'm intending here. Okay, we want to do under the planning piece, let's go here, roughly center. I don't mind it to be, let's just measure this out as well. So how much do we have here? I can't see. Okay, so 50 up to there, and then 50 up to there, and then 35. So 135 will be the thing. So it's 60, 65, 67 and a half. 67 and a half is what it's going to be. So let's sort out that 67. So kind of the middle point will be approximately here. So let's trim the middle through here. Okay, and let's get rid of that. Okay, now with the middle in place, I'll show you what I intend. So so this is going to be roughly quadrants. We may split these things up a little bit more, especially for something like minimum security and the what is it, the other one, the insane guys, mentally criminally insane is what they call it. Okay, but what I want to do is I want nice big eating places. Canteens is what they call it. So let's do 18. Is that too big? 15 by 15 maybe? Now let's give it a little bit more. 17 by 17. So that, and oops, and this, and we'll do it on this side again. 17 by 17, and over there. Okay, and this will kind of be where the guys will be eating. I will do probably 2 kitchens, but initially we'll just do the 1. So let's just see, what do we have? 9. So that's 8 internal. So let's do like that for a kitchen, and we'll sort out that so that we've got like 2 kitchens. And alternatively, hang on, I've got a good idea. let's trim this back. I think I'd rather make the canteens slightly bigger and then have the kitchens in the middle here. So how much is that? 7. So let's do 8 by 8. Let's do 9. 9. Okay, 9 by 9. Oh, what? That's just ridiculous. Now it's too much again. And still, I don't know, this thing hates me. There we go. 9 by 9. 9 by 9. Yes, I think this is what I'm gonna do. 9 by 9 and 9 by 9. Okay, we'll trim that out. We'll trim that out. So now this will be the canteen. So they'll have a serving place. I might make this a little bit bigger. And then what we'll do is we'll start off by putting some cell blocks in here and have our yards up against this side over here. That's kind of the room for common rooms and things like that. And we could even, if we're intent on we could do a split off. How would we do that? Anyway, we'll get to that later. But if we could do a split off like this and have a shared facility over there and things like that. So that's pretty cool. I like that idea. Okay, let's quickly see how's our basic cell blocks gonna look like. I'm not gonna do anything weird with the cell blocks, so let's just start off with something like that. I'm gonna do them 20 by 20. So this is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's a cell block. Okay, let's get rid of that. So if we do like this, that's a cell block. I want to make sure we do at least 20 per cell block. That's the indication. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, so this is our cell block. Okay, so no, something like this. Kind of sorting it out right at the edge there. No. Oh, the other thing I needed to just put into our planning is, okay, so we'll do a little something like that. So that's our cell block, right? And now we can kind of duplicate these things, and this can be our yard, and people can go over here. We obviously need a bit of a, the piece we also need is a shower, and I'm kind of tempted to do the shower right in here. So something like that as a bit of a shower. We've got 20 people in here, so let's quickly see how much we can do in terms of shower. So let's get some objects in place. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Maybe we'll not do that. 5. So that, yeah, that's kind of be the shower head situation over there. So that's to be the shower, and so every cell block has its own little shower included. So that's how it's going to be, just like that. So that's going to be a basic cell block that we can just kind of expand, double, and so on. And obviously the criminally insane guys will need a little bit more room for the psychiatrists and the stuff like that. So what I'll do is, okay, let's just get out. I'm not going to plan out the yard and stuff. That's just going to be here. So the basic stuff that we're going to go for is like this. Look at that. For the exports already, we're up there. So guys, I think I'm going to call this episode to a close. This is going to be, well, let's quickly run through what we're doing here. We're providing a secure perimeter on the outside. We'll have some road gates in here. So this will be a secure area, staff only area all around there. Then there'll be another staff only perimeter around there with like a gate over here and into reception. Visitation and parole and stuff will be up here. Staff and staff related facilities, even medical, could be in here. Security rooms, I believe we'll need potentially multiple security rooms, and so we'll see about squeezing them in on this corridor. I just want to I just want to get rid of this little section through here. Okay, so that's a staff only corridor all the way around. These guys can get in there, staff facilities and the likes. That I think needs to be secure, but this does not necessarily have to be secure. We'll see how we deal with that. Okay, so that's kind of it. So in here we're going to have the kitchens and the canteens, so that the various sectors can come here and eat and do their thing. We'll have to find a way to funnel them to their respective locations, so we'll do that, no problem at whatsoever. Yeah, that's okay, all of that's fine. And then what else are we gonna do here? Okay, and then we'll just do kind of yards and common rooms up here, so that it's close to where the security action is going to be. So we've got an area here, so we'll start off with minimum, normal. Potentially we can share those facilities, and then max and SuperMax, and we may even squeeze in protective custody. We'll see how we do it. I'm not intending a lot of minimum security guys. We'll just start out with them to get some of our initial grants and get the money flowing, and then from there we're going to go with the SuperMax and see how we branch out with criminally insane and so on. We may not do a lot of SuperMax. Oh, there's also this prisoner transfer thing, which I'm quite keen to investigate. Look at that. That payment is substantial if we take some of those in. But once you have them, they don't pay as much. It's just $150 a day for everybody. So if you're looking at numbers, that's what if you're looking at intake, that's where it is at. All right. So we'll see how we do that. There's a lot of criminally insane intake already available, so we'll keep a close eye on that. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to construct this basic piece, so I don't bore you to death with that, and in the next episode we will do an intake of the stuff. So thank you so much for watching. This is a new series. If you like it, hit that like button, share it around, do the comment thing, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Bye bye.